So, with that said, take just a brief moment to notice how you feel. Just take a brief minute, how do I feel? How did that make me feel? Am I happy? Did it frustrate me? Was it annoying? And just know every time you do that, you're building up your emotional intelligence. And earlier this week, I had a pretty big test on where I was emotionally. Every now and again, we get one of those drivers that just drive us crazy, off the rails, and we just get so angry and mad that we don't know what to do with ourselves.
Why are you looking at John?
So, with that said, the experience comes, the experience goes, and then we meet up with someone, we're talking with them, and all of a sudden the experience is there in your head. It's like, okay, I'm not there anymore, so why is this bugging me? Day goes on, you're headed home, and the only thing you can think about is what happened earlier that day. Why is this bugging me so freaking much? And then you get home, it's still bugging you. You wake up the next day, you go into meditation, and then something clicks. Well, how did that make me feel? Pretty mad about it, pretty upset about it. And just acknowledging how that felt. And just all the different emotions that comes with it. And it just goes away. And it's like, that's interesting. All I had to do was just acknowledge it. But sometimes things happen. And it feels like the more connected we are to the things, the stronger and more intense the emotion is. And just asking yourself, how did that make you feel? Is it enough for it to go away? And it's like, okay, I questioned myself, I acknowledged it, identified it. Why is it still here? And then you just toy with it, it sits with you for a while and you want it gone, and you're like, why is it still here? And then you talk to somebody about it. You talk to someone, this is how I felt about it, this is what, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's like, oh, okay, it's gone. And all you really had to do is just reach out to somebody you can trust. Which lead me to the understanding that not all emotions are as simple as just questioning them and they'll go away. I came to the understanding that some emotions, the more connected you are, the more stronger they are, and it takes a little more time for them to process and remove with the help of identification. And then I was leaving to come here, I grabbed a book that I've been trying to read for years. And I opened it up, and I read a couple paragraphs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like exactly my experience. And in Buddhism, they teach about 3 principles. And there are 3 fundamental refuges that are the Buddha: our awakened nature, the Dharma, the path or the way, and the Sangha, the community of spiritual aspirants. And I feel like within these 3 fundamentals, these 3 teachings, we find the wisdom and knowledge within ourselves to overcome things. And when we can't do it ourselves, we have the backing of community to help us along.